We have with us Sparsh Jodani, who has cleared his CS professional exams with flying colors. Always any result of CS and clearing is always with flying colors. But the main thing is he did it at the age of just 20. So when many students are just planning where to party, which modules to give, how to complete BCom, in which angle to take the selfie. In that age he has cleared his CS professional, and now we can say that he is member of the institute with just formalities, some formalities being pending. How I remember him is sitting here in the tax class just few days back, and now he is here. He is a celebrity. At least for some days he is going to enjoy that status. He must have given many interviews, but specifically in this interview we will put the questions which our students will be interested to know the answers of, so that our students can analyze themselves as from the exam perspective. And specifically we will try to keep this interview in English so that it will be helpful for all the South students as well, students from South India. So I'll start. So first of all, heartiest congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And now as a representative of students, I will be putting forward some questions to you. Answer them with full honesty.
Yeah, I will try.
So yes. So how do you feel being CS at just 20?
Actually, in true words, I would say it's a magnificent feeling. It's like to achieve something and which I have dreamed from. I can say that I can feel that. I can feel that now. It's completed now. I can feel that now. It's a very happy feeling, and my parents, my family are very proud, and it's all very good. I'm just like in cloud nine for some days actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I have to prepare for my CA now, so it's all good.
So the point is also preparing for the CA exams. And so when did this thought of doing CA come to your mind?
So from starting, I had this in my mind that I have to take CA also, and I have to complete it. That I have to complete my CS before 20.
Oh,
It was before 20, but now I'm actually 20. But because I took 2 attempts in executive, to be fair. But before going into CS, it was a thought that I should complete it at the age of 19. But it's okay now. I'm 20.
So in short, you had a fixed goal.
Yeah, exactly.
That is one important point, guys, that we can note that he had a fixed goal in mind. So having a fixed goal, that importance we can understand. Then what are the questions I had got from students? I'll just put them to you. So what was your schedule in initial days of study?
See, at initial days, after the executive results, I was like, okay, I have to study 9 subjects. Because just after 5 minutes of the result, I decided that I have to give all 3 modules.
Exactly, that was going to be my question.
Yeah.
That when you decided to fill form for all 3 modules, because what my professional student friends face the problem is how many modules we should attempt at one go. Because you know, when you are doing 10th standard, 12th standard, no board gives you option how many subjects you want to appear. It is always all subjects together. But in CS this option comes, and when this option comes, there are multiple branches to the thinking. So yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so result came at I guess 2 o'clock. So at 2:05, it was decided that I have to give all 3 books. And at that time, I was just studying casually, we can say, as all we students do, because that procrastination mentality, आज नहीं हुआ कल, let's just do it tomorrow. It was going well. I was studying my favorite subjects, sometimes tax, sometimes FM, mostly practical subjects, because theory is like, whoa. But it's okay. And everything was good, like I just cleared executive, so I was happy. So mainly just, I was taking it casual, to be fair.
Had you chalked out a plan on day 1 or was it random? So as you said,
not day 1 exactly, but after a month or 2, I can say I formed a blueprint that how I should go and how I should give my exams in December 2018. So, yeah, a plan, but not at just time after the result, but after some time.
okay. And so in that plan, how did you give how did you do the detailing for last 3 to 4 months, or was there any such like power play? You haven't.
There was a power play. I won't lie. I don't lie. There was a power play. When I completed my classes, because classes generally end till July or August or I say tab tak ho jata. Then after that I was just thinking what should I do. So then we have festivals also. Then after festivals I just decided to come to Pune and join revision classes with no plan. Just I had to join revision classes and then I would appear. But when I came to Pune and I saw all these people working so much, I have seen some people that they go to classes, then they revise what they have studied in classes and they make handwritten notes and whatever. I didn't do any of that. I was just like, if I only studied that class notes, it's enough. I haven't made any handwritten notes or something, to be fair. But still, there was a clarity seeing other people study. I was so jealous. Literally, I was so jealous. I'm doing nothing. Because they were working so hard. And I was just taking it casually. Not casually actually. I was preparing, but not at that hard level. So then I took up and then shifted the gear and went for it.
What problem I have usually seen among students is they are continuing with their preparations. But what happens is some friend said something negative, or in between there was some result which was bad. So that impacts my preparations as a student. As a student, I look at others' results which are negative, especially because mind catches negative very easily. Mind catches negative. So wasn't it a case with you?
Yes, I was going to talk about it. Like the human mind, it catches negative energy much faster than the positive energy. If we hear something negative about us, so we just get curious. We get anxious also. What the other person is saying and what he is thinking about me. That's the most, I think, we can say the mental ability of the person decreases. Because we think something he didn't clear, she didn't clear, so how would I clear? That's the main problem, that's the main mental clarity we need to achieve. Because I have my anxiety and stress, I won't talk about that. I have my issues. I'm not that great person or something, I have my issues. But I thought that when I shifted to Pune first, so I talked to some people who gave attempts and something. So they said, I haven't cleared my one group. He was giving one group and he haven't cleared. So I was thinking, I have 3. How would I clear it? It is not possible for me at that time. I was in a situation of self-doubt at that time. But then I talked to some person, I talked with sir, how should I do it? And he said, just go for it. And I just went and that day I went at my home and I just thought, just leave it. I have to do it. There's no other option. This is only last chance. I thought, this is my last chance. I have to do it. And this is my last chance to do something, to create an impact and to be whatever I am.
Okay. And I remember one incident at this stage that one Sunday we were sitting in the class and what to do in the break. So I thought of sharing one YouTube video with you with respect to exercise and what impact exercise has on mind and brain. And then you shared with me that you are already following those things. So would you like to give more thoughts on that and inputs on that?
Actually, the main thing is being a CA, CS student or CMA, whatever professional course you are doing, we don't do much that physical exercises. We just study for hours sitting at one place. So the human brain works at a very slow pace. Because if you are steady at one pace, then our brain goes into snooze mode. Everyone knows snooze mode. That we are studying, okay. But if you do physical exercises or some yoga or some kind of any physical, if you are doing some Zumba or anything, so it gives more oxygen to the brain and your learning capacity, your mental abilities and your interaction skills also. It improves all the overall aspects of your brain. So it's very important to do some physical exercises. I'm not saying go to gym or go for running, but you can do anything. Like sir says, in that video, you were just standing at one place and just like our PT teachers used to do, like hand like this, and we just did this in the class in a break. So you should do that.
So that is basic intention, that any one point would be the starting point for you. So you should also try it actually. In even brisk walking for about 15 minutes, that can change the course of your day, how you do the daily activities, and the momentum in which the day will be set will be totally different actually.
Yeah, exactly. As it is rightly said, it's never late. It's never too late. You can start anything at any time if you are comfortable, if you are able, and if you have a clarity to do that. So you can do it.
And now some technical questions about especially CS exams. What about open book exam? Like which subject you had, and in general what is your opinion about open book?
See, my personal opinion that I made a mistake in the open book exam. I didn't even open the book before the day of the exam. I was full of confidence, and the main thing was I just gave 8 papers. So it was like it was already like my mind was already blasting at that time. So I didn't even open the book. I just had my index. So I just saw it and I just went to the paper. I made that mistake because at the time of paper, it was very difficult to just find the answers. And for open book, as you know, because many of you must have given attempts, so there's 50 marks case study. And in my attempt December 2018, I had subject International Business and Law. So the case study was very horrible, I guess. It was some 80-year-old company case study, and there were 80% of the things that were irrelevant to the questions that were asked. Irrelevant and totally time-based, because we have to read whole of that, I guess 5 or 6 pages of that case study, and we have to read that and then answer the 5 questions of 10 marks and to write it properly, and then find that 50 marks answers which are in the book, to find that. So because it was very difficult, because I haven't opened the book, I didn't know where the topics were.
So basically what learning will you tell from your experience? That is more important.
Yeah. From my experience, I would tell, read the whole book. Before the exams, read the whole book. Just know where all the topics are, where all the concepts are, and if it is possible, mesmerize it. Something. At least do something. Just don't leave it.
Okay. Then one more thing, did you give test series overall, in general, for any subject?
Yeah, I gave test series for some subjects, and some subjects I just read it and gave it. So I would suggest to give test series for all subjects, because it was not possible for me to give test series for all 8 subjects. I would say, because 9 was open book. So 8 subjects, it was not possible for me to give all the test series, because already my schedule was very hectic due to these subjects, and I was studying at home, and I have my other work also. I am handling my business and something, so that's why it was not possible for me to give test series and come to Pune and give test series. And I am from a very small town, I guess, a small district, we can say Gondia. So there was no such facility of test series or something. I have to come to Nagpur or to Pune. That was my only option. So that, but you have the option, you can give it, and you definitely should.
And now coming to our subject of tax, because students watching this, and of course you are listening to this, are basically, so my student base is about tax. So coming to the subject of tax, and as per my knowledge, you have scored 58 marks in tax, which considering the fact that you are giving all the subjects, is an excellent score. So we also, I would like to share with you, we have one student who scored 72 in tax, but then that was one module, so no credit, I am not taking out credit from her, but scoring it in scenario, giving all 9 subjects together when the exam are back to back. What were your inputs for the tax? Like, so give your inputs about how to study tax.
See, in CS exams, we have this, I would say it is a problem, but it is a situation, because we have to handle it. It's not a problem actually, because if it, again, gap bhi hota to bhi itna kuch nahi kar. It's not a problem actually. It's just a scenario. We have to give papers out back to back. So the problem was, I just gave ethics paper, and I have to read whole text. I won't say, I have to practice it, because it's a practical based paper. So I have to practice whole text is in just 10 hours, because I was having my exams from 2 to 5, and then rest and some other time pass also, because it's essential, I would say. Because if you would study for 24 hours, you won't be able to attempt an exam, because it's very difficult for our brain to function for 9 days consecutively in such a pace. So you should have rest. And for tax, I would say, please prepare, means if you are giving just one module for tax, so please give more focus on tax. Because drafting is good. You can score on, you can score easily on drafting. And open book, it's not in your hand because the 50-mark case study is from outside. So we can't do anything about it.
Right.
But for tax, you can do and you can score good marks. You can score above it.
Specific inputs.
Inputs, you should focus more on customs also, because the mistake I made, I just let whole I just read income tax, international tax and GST. I didn't even touch customs before the day of exam because there was so much to do in international tax and GST. So don't make that mistake. If I would have done customs, I would have easily scored 70. I'm literally saying, because I have four questions of 5 marks of customs.
But major problem that student faces, in spite of lot of practice, it sometimes happens that when a numerical is in front of me, especially as a CS student, I don't know how to handle that numerical. I don't know it is from which topic. Such type of things they encounter. So how to handle that?
You have to practice a lot. That's only answer and that's only solution to that question. That you have to practice.
Does that conceptual clarity matters on the day of exam?
It is the most important thing. Conceptual clarity. Rectification, or I would say it is not important and you wouldn't remember a thing. Literally I am saying a thing. Because who are preparing for all 3 modules, it is very difficult to give all 3 modules, and after that, if your concepts are clear, only then you will clear the exams, otherwise.
Then how did you handle those 3 hours for any of the papers? Because again, see, we are addressing to all categories of students. So one question might be important for one of them. Other question, so my problem could be those 3 hours. Someone's problem could be not understanding concepts. So that is a major problem. But so each problem has to be sorted out step by step. So how did you handle those 3 hours of exam?
They were the most stressful 3 hours in my life. I would say because my first paper, Advanced Communal, I was scared like there was something going to happen to me. Because it happens with everyone. I can see faces. It happens with everyone. The first paper, and if you are giving your first attempt of CS professor, it was like, मतलब कहाँ आ गया मैं? कौन सी दुनिया है?
Actually, I had same feeling while giving CA final. This takes me back to
actually. Where am I? What the hell is this?
It happens, but
yeah,
you
it
overcome
happens.
it obviously.
It happens. I'm just saying.
Now do settle. I mean, see, for first time when you walk on a stage, how you would feel? It is same thing. After you
And it's
speak
actually my
2
first
sentences.
So I'm scared now.
Then I'm thinking like, first time you're going on stage and then doing a public speaking. For first 2 sentences you will feel that fear. But after that fear would vanish. I think it is something same.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would have happened in following papers.
Yeah. That first paper was horrible, but I scored good marks in that, 58 marks in Advanced Computer. But then DD came and it was horrible. I didn't score well in DD, I got 44 marks in DD, and then just days went off and I was being comfortable. And at the time of, I guess, drafting, when drafting paper was over, I thought my exams are over. Because I didn't even consider that open book exam, and that was my mistake. I guess the rank, ICSI All India rank list closed on 484 marks, and I got 474. Just 10 marks gap. Now I am feeling that I shouldn't have done with the open book exam. What happened? But yeah, it's okay.
No, it's
we all make mistakes. But you should prepare well for the practical subjects like FM and tax, and for the company law as well, because it's our core subject. Being a company secretary.
Okay. One thing that I have observed in students, because of that last 8 years teaching, I come across multiple students. Some of students do overthinking. So how would you differentiate overthinking, positive thinking and no thinking? What is best?
Actually, when Sir said he came across various students who used to do overthinking, and I am one of them.
That's why I put you the
Yeah, actually, I am an overthinker, but see, at the time of when I was done with my coaching, I just met with sir and had a chat with him of, I guess it was of, I guess hardly half an hour. And we did discuss about how should I manage my overthinking, my anxiety issues and stress. Because the most important thing is, you should be mentally fit to give exams. Mental fitness is most important thing, and all the people are talking about. We have, India is the most depressed country in the world now. And now more people are opening about it, so we should more focus on our mental issues if we are facing them. So be open about it. If you are facing any issues like overthinking or stress issues or something, be open about it, talk to others, and if you need, talk to a therapist also, if you need, for overthinking, because it's important.
Okay. So what do you think that one quality which is essential that made you CS at age of 20?
I would say curiosity. I am curious about everything. Because in the month of September, I was reading my CS books and I was more focusing on that one space object. I don't know anyone know about it. It's Oumuamua. One extraterrestrial space object came into a solar system. So I was much more focused on that than my CS. I won't lie about it. So I have that curiosity which always let me keep going and doing stuff and knowing other things. And I also know sir is very curious about all this. I know that because he have all other books. I don't know you have seen his shelf or not. There are books about space and stuff and how all things works. There is one book. So he's also very curious, and I think I also got it.
And talent versus hard work?
Both are important actually, but most important thing is hard work. Hard work, talent comes with hard work. If you work hard, you get talented, you sharp your mind, and you can do everything if you can work hard. So that's the most important thing, that you should work hard. And luck factor is also there, but most basically the important thing is you should work hard, and you should try that. If you are giving all three modules, just try to keep yourself calm during the exams and get enough, at least 6 hours sleep between the exams, at least. If you are studying whole night, so that's never going to help you in exam. You should try to sleep at least for 6 hours, and to maintain that sleep cycle is the most difficult thing in exams that I have seen. Maintain that sleep, because at the time of test I haven't got such time, because I guess there was only 8 to 10 hours, so I just slept for 4 hours. But at morning when I was like, what is happening? I wasn't even able to remember what I have studied last night. But then I took a half hour nap, and then I went for it. So you should sleep well and eat well also. Because you need energy. You have to study so much. You need energy. So you should not skip meals, and the most important thing is you should not change your schedule, your daily schedule. You should not change that at all. Because if there is any change in body could respond it negatively.
So in short, see, what reminds me is many students, or some of students, what happens is day before the exam they fall in and somehow the attempt gets skipped. Now I actually understand the reason behind it. This could be the reason, that basically suddenly changing the habits. So because of over anxious, the simple thing that I come from this discussion that we can conclude is basically how mind does any small thing, same way mind is going to do big things. And apart from like academically all are talented, academically all are studying at the same level, what needs is correct mind management. That is what I can say the takeaway from this session. That I can say. And then coming to one very personal question.
Yeah.
No, I will not say that you are eligible bachelor as of now, because you are just 20, not that personal question.
Yeah.
Don't be so smiley. The question is...
Yeah, I smile all the time. It's
just kidding. The question is, what are your future plans, career-wise?
I won't lie about that. I am working on my startup actually. So So I am doing CA and CS just for knowledge because I am curious for knowledge, and I like these kind of things because we can learn so much from these degrees. Because CS, we can learn so much about companies, taxation, and financial management as well. And from CA, we can learn audit and there's tax, much more tax. So it's good actually, and I would try to do something related to this startup related to my CA/CS studies.
Okay, that's nice. So it was wonderful to have a talk with you, and I hope that you all have gained a lot of inputs at your own level, and you will try to implement to whatever extent possible in your lives and in your exams, and of course excel in your exams. So thank you, Sparsh, and wish you all the best for your future.